The final round of the LPGA Tour's first major finished right here in Rancho Mirage. The winner made the traditional leap into Poppy's Pond. With water restrictions now in place in California because of the drought, some California residents are turning to new landscaping as a way to cut water use. And it's Easter Sunday. Families enjoyed the holiday while children were hunting for eggs both at the zoo and underwater.
KMIR News at 11 starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us here at 11 and streaming live at KMIR.com. I'm Angela Monroe.
KMIR coverage of the ANA Inspiration is brought to you by PGA Tour Superstore.
The winner of the ANA Inspiration Golf Tournament takes the leap into Poppy's Pond, and it was a dramatic day in Rancho Mirage with the leaders switching up as the day progressed. KMIR's Corbin Baker joins us with the highlights.
That's right, it was the fourth and final day of the ANA Inspiration out at Mission Hills Country Club, of course. Throughout the tournament, there have been several lead changes. Si Young Kim entered the day with a 3-stroke lead at 10 under, but American Stacy Lewis and Brittany Lincecum had something to say about that. A beautiful day for golf out at Mission Hills. Leader Si Young Kim started the day strong with this long birdie on the par 5 second. That made it a 3-shot lead at 11 under. Brittany Lincecum is going for bird on the par 4 fourth and drops it. She goes 7 under par. The wheels came off for Si Young Kim with back-to-back bogeys on 11 and 12, and Stacy Lewis took advantage. After she birdied on 1, she sunk the short birdie on 12 for the 2-shot lead, also at 11 under. 2009 winner Brittany Lincecum brought her A game. She eagled 18, and she's all kinds of excited. Also on 18, Stacy Lewis has this birdie for the win, but it slides right by the hole. Her father Dale says, "Don't." It would go to a playoff on 18 between Lewis and Lincecum, and that's where things got very interesting. On the first playoff hole, Stacy Lewis has this putt for the win again, and she can't get it to fall. On the second sudden death playoff, also on 18, Stacy Lewis had another chance to win the tournament. Now we got a problem. Same hole, same result. Brittany Lincecum smiles, and why not? She's still alive in the playoff. On the third playoff hole, with Stacy Lewis looking on, Brittany Lincecum putts for the win. Nice! After a few hugs, she takes the famous leap into Poppy's Pond with her caddy, fiance, and father to celebrate. Afterwards, we caught up with Brittany, who spoke about those 3 crucial playoff holes.
Those are super stressful. I've been in a couple of those now, and they don't seem to get any easier, especially a hole where I feel like I should be able to hit a good drive and get on the green in 2, but it just got so chilly here later in the evening, and I just didn't have a chance to go for it, so I was kind of relying on the wedges. And to be in the playoff with one of my best friends, Stacy Lewis, is such a great competitor. It was kind of sad to be in this position with her, but we're both great competitors, and it turned out well.
Well, there you have it. The first LPGA major is in the books, and Brittany Lincecum takes home the Dinah Shore Trophy. For KMIR News, I'm Corbin Baker. Back to you.
Thank you, Corbin. And someone from the Valley will soon win a pair of business class tickets to Tokyo, courtesy of ANA. We needed your help picking the winner. Viewers like you submitted short videos of why they should win those tickets. All that you have to do is go to Postal.com to vote. You can see there are all 16 entries and pick the one you think is most deserving. But get your vote in, because in less than an hour, voting ends. We'll announce the winner tomorrow morning on KMIR Today. Let's get a check on your forecast tonight. We are going to be seeing some much cooler temperatures, as we just heard them mentioning out at the ANA Inspiration. It definitely cooled down in a hurry this evening. And along with that, windy conditions, that's what's pushing the cold front in. In fact, a wind advisory started at 2 this afternoon, and it runs all the way to Wednesday at 2 a.m. We've cooled down already to 68 degrees. As you can see, the wind is pretty strong out at the airport at 14 miles an hour. We have been seeing wind gusts out in areas like Whitewater and Sky Valley, and of course near the interstate, up to 35 miles an hour today. And that trend will continue until midweek. We'll have more details coming up in just a few minutes. And now to more impacts from our state's drought. Residents of a Northern California community are running out of water. About 100 families in Tasajara Valley have lost access to a local water agency they had depended on to supply their needs. Wells in the rural area have been drying up for some time now. People had been supplementing their supply with water from the East Bay Municipal Utility District, but access has been cut off. Now residents don't know if they'll be able to get the water they need to live their lives.
Even the haulers, the commercial haulers, are losing their right to deliver us water. and I'm losing sleep over it.
If we're not able to go to our normal sources, it's like, what do we do now?
California is now in the 4th year of drought conditions. On Wednesday, Governor Jerry Brown ordered mandatory water restrictions for the first time in our state's history. The historic drought is making it hard for many residents to maintain a nice yard as well. Now, with new water restrictions in place, the governor is calling on people to move away from grass and look for more drought-tolerant landscaping. Landscapers say there are lots of drought-resistant flowers, shrubs, and grasses out there, and putting these plants in your yard doesn't just save on water, it can also save homeowners money.
We cut their water bill by $300, yes. From the eye, it looks like this is a lot more water and a lot more maintenance, but in reality, it's about half.
Governor Brown ordered cities and towns to reduce their water usage by 25%. Now to Easter activities in the Valley. The Easter Egg Extravaganza offered a full day of fun and games at the Living Desert. The Easter egg hunt itself was enormous. More than 10,000 eggs were hidden for kids to find in Gecko Gulch. They even had an adult egg hunt. Plus, there was the tortoise and hare race, followed by the Easter parade. There was a contest for who could eat the most peeps, you know, the well-known Easter candy. And if that wasn't enough, there were crafts, games, and prizes.
Everyone's having a great time. We're having a great time, too. So we really love seeing all the kids come out, seeing the celebration, all the smiles on the faces, and just everyone having a really great time and enjoying the zoo.
There was no extra charge to join in the two-day extravaganza. The fun was included with paid admission to the park. And if you wanted to cool down while enjoying some Easter fun, the Palm Desert Aquatic Center offered an underwater Easter egg hunt. The family event had 2 egg hunts for children ages 3 to 10 years old, so they could splash while searching for those eggs.
Yeah, the kids are having a great time. They get a goodie bag for collecting eggs, and so they get a treat, and it's a very fun time. The parents enjoy it. They get in the water with their kids, and it's just a family event, really fun.
Children exchange the eggs, which are recycled yearly, for goodie bags to take back home. Law enforcement is reminding drivers to pay attention on the roads. April is National Distracted Driving Awareness Month. Officers remind drivers of the dangers of distracted driving, including texting and driving. In the average time it takes to check a text message, which is less than 5 seconds, a car traveling 60 miles an hour will travel more than the length of a football field, time the driver is taking their eyes off the road. The first week of April is also California Teen Safe Driving Week. More than 200 law enforcement agencies statewide are working together on increased education and enforcement during this traffic safety campaign. KMIR News is just getting started. Still to come tonight, a California man accused of posting thousands of nude photos of women on his revenge porn website hears his judgment. 6 world powers led by President Obama have just a few months now to finalize a nuclear deal with Iran. And thousands of people flocked to Vatican City to celebrate Easter Mass. Plus, your 7-day forecast. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You're watching KMIR News at 11 with Angela Monroe.